That's how you know that I flipped it, when it's got oyster white and it's got iron ore. What's up guys, I'm here at my flip property here in Modesto, California, 2012 Boulder Creek. This is a flip property that I recently acquired. I'm set to make 60 grand on this flip. Come along and check it out. I actually got this deal. The seller was moving out of state to Texas. This was his last rental property that he had. He just wanted out. So the property was actually worth $350,000 when I first acquired it. I ended up getting it for $250,000. The reason that the seller called me is because I have an online presence on Google. He called me directly off Google because he saw that I had 40 reviews and I looked reputable in the area. So he called me, we came out, we got the job done, purchased it for $250,000. So far in the repairs, we've actually spent like $25,000 with closing costs, commissions, everything like that. We'll spend about another 20. So we'll be all into this deal for about $310,000 and we'll go on the market at $369,000.
I like the way the kitchen looks. How much money did you put into the kitchen?
The kitchen, so actually the cabinets with the hardware were $1,700. The hardware themselves were $200. So to paint the cabinets in here were $1,500. For the hardware was $200, so that's $1,700. And then the sink, all the plumbing that came with this, the tiling, the backsplash, the countertops, everything other than that was $2,200. And then the appliances themselves were $1,400. Gotcha. So total, it's about $5-6 grand, gotcha. Something like that.
And is the kitchen one of the more important features of a home when it comes to reselling?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of times people are going to look at this. They're going to be like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. They're going to look at the kitchen, right? And the kitchen's the most beautiful spot. Then they're not going to notice as much that I didn't do the bathrooms all the way. So the kitchen's absolutely going to sell this property, 100%. Oh, this slider, I don't know what to do with. So it's going to be a 3 or 4 weeks out, the slider. So I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with this. Because time is money. It's a $1,200 slider. I don't mind changing it out for the price, but for 2 weeks, I don't know if I'm gonna end up waiting that long. So.
Because when you say time is money, explain that to me. What's that cost?
Well, I feel like the market's pretty strong right now. So I know that if I get the house on the market right now, and maybe I just give the buyer a $1,200 credit, it'll be better than waiting 3-4 weeks for the slider to get installed and then I have a $2,700 mortgage payment on this house. That's all interest. So time is money. I'll lose $2,700 in interest just by waiting, and I might miss the market timing too. So
this is not an interview. This is just asking. Actually, why don't we just do that as an interview? So how much money are you making from this flip?
On this one, we'll actually be set to do 60 grand. This one didn't need a lot of work, so it's one of more light rehab flips.
How do you find your deals?
I do a lot of inbound marketing strategies, like I'm on Google, Instagram. I send out a lot of direct mail as well. So a lot of my leads come directly to me, and that's how I know that they're motivated.
What's the negotiation process look like when you're talking to somebody that wants to sell their home?
You know, I usually give them a rough price range as to where I'm at in my offer, and then I like to come view the property before I give them a set number. I kind of told them, you know, I'll be between 240 and 260 on this property. Then I came and saw it and I told them, you know, I'm around 250.
How do you determine how much you're willing to pay for a property then?
I have this formula where I'll take what I know it's worth after I make it beautiful like this, and then that's my max allowable offer, whatever number comes out of that.
Nice. Okay, so that's one video. Let's go into the next one.
But yeah, honestly, the biggest thing in flipping houses is taking that money that you made and throwing them into marketing and throwing them into the next ones and keeping the money moving. That's how you're really gonna grow your flipping business as a whole, so.
Nice.
Let's do it?
Yeah, let's
roll.
Let's keep moving.
All right, let me go lock this place up. Yeah, they're very easy. That's how you know that I flipped it, when it's got oyster white and it's got iron ore. And this is an oyster white and an iron ore for the trim. A lot of realtors listen to a lot of like motivational speakers, and they're always like, you know, you gotta wake up at 4:30 in the morning, 5:30 a.m. Otherwise you're a fucking loser. I don't think that that's the case, because you could wake up at 8, 9, 10 in the morning and still be a killer agent. It's all about what you do while you're awake, not what time you wake up. Because I know plenty of people, they wake up at 4:30, 5:30, and then they go to sleep after. because they're so tired and they're not productive during the day. So I say, even if you wake up at 10 in the morning, shit, you could be as productive or even more productive than someone who wakes up at 5 in the morning. So
I 100% agree. What time do you usually wake up?
Well, it depends. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I wake up at 5:30 because I work out with my friend Ben, and then Tuesday, Thursday, I usually sleep in. So till like 7, 8 o'clock. So, but honestly, I don't really focus on it too much because I just want to be I focus on that 8 hours. Like if I don't get 8 hours, I am not productive. I don't want to do shit. I just want to lay in bed. Like I don't want to do anything. Yeah. And as an entrepreneur, that's probably the hardest thing is like just doing it. You know what I mean? Like just actually getting up and doing it and having that discipline to do it is like ridiculous. So I need every ounce of energy I can get, to be honest. Hi, can I do a ice triple shot?
Ice triple shot, yeah, what size cup?
Grande with blonde chips. See, like I got my at-home coffee right here.
Is this your second coffee of the day?
This is my third coffee today and my 5th shot of espresso.
Wow.
What's up, bro?
325.
325 for a drink? Let's go.
There you go.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. So this is the drink right here.
That just looks like straight up caffeine.
This is what I call this is the millionaire's coffee right here. And I wouldn't know because I'm not a millionaire, so I don't know. God, that is good. One of the ways I first got my first deal was by driving around looking for the shittiest homes on the block. And then I would actually, let me find one. So I like this house right here. So I'm actually gonna go on my app, Deal Machine. And if you don't have Deal Machine, download it. So I'm gonna actually pull up Deal Machine and I'm gonna click on this property right here. And it looks like I'm actually already sending it mail, which is interesting. But if I wasn't, I would pull up the property and I would start my mail campaign all through the app.
What draws you to it?
A lot of times it's just lack of maintenance. Sometimes it's trash in the front and yeah. A lot of times I look for houses with tarp on the roof, because that's how I know that the roof is bad. And they obviously are in distress because they didn't have enough money to fix the roof. So if it has tarp on the roof, I take that as a big sign. So that's how I got my first few deals though, honestly, was just by going around finding distressed looking houses and then just start sending them mail.
Nice.
Because I'm a lazy entrepreneur, which most entrepreneurs are a little lazy. But I didn't want to pick up the phone and call people. I wanted them to call me. A couple of reasons why. Number one, I didn't feel like calling them. And number two, I didn't feel like door knocking them. And number three, if they call into me, they're even more motivated to sell. Inbound marketing, mail campaigns are the biggest win for me.
Nice. I love it.
So we're going to head to my next flip. This one was actually a partnership deal. But yeah, this one I actually had a lot of issues with the previous tenant. She kept coming back like a million times. This is before I met Mike. I have a guy named Mike. He stays here at my properties and watches over them all the time. So I'm not worried about putting appliances in. I'm not worried about people breaking in here because I got on-site security here 24/7. So I don't really have on-site security at this one. This is it right here. Super cute home. Probably the nicest one on the block. When you're buying a flip, try to buy a flip with good neighbors. I flipped this house 4 months ago and I made $110,000 on it. I bought this property for $195,000, put 50 grand into it, and after closing costs and commissions, we ended up walking away and selling this property for $390,000. That's a total of $110,000 profit. The hardest part about selling this property was the neighbor across the street had a bunch of stuff in front of it. Like it was ridiculous to the point where most of my buyers would get scared when they were looking at this house when they would see the neighbors across the street. So that was the hardest part about selling this one. They were actually cool people. Like when you got to know them, like they were crackheads, but like they were cool people. Like they had a pet goat, nice goat too, honestly. It was like a pet dog, but a goat.
It's a fucking goat.
And I like goats. Goats like myself. If that doesn't scream wealth, I don't know what does. Look at that. That's my city right there. Nothing like it. You guys probably hate coming over that, so you're probably, what the hell? Why are we doing these Central Valley shoots? It's so ugly out here. Tweakers everywhere, dogs running around. Yeah, we're heading to a flip that I did. This was the third flip I ever flipped. And I actually got it off of searching on the MLS, multiple listing service, for really beat down listings. The house was listed for $315,000. And you always have to make offers. No matter what the listed price is, if I think it's a deal, I'll make them a lowball offer, even if it's $100,000 under what the property's listed for. This specific property was listed for $300,000 when it was on the market. And I called the agent and told him, I'll make you a cash offer, close in 7 days, but I need to be at $215,000. This house won't finance because the patio is falling over. So her seller knew that. Her seller was a probate seller, which basically means that the person that owned the property died, and now it goes to the courts to figure out whose property it is. But we ended up making the offer of $215,000 and they accepted it. And we only spent $10,000 repairing this property. We did paint and we took down a patio that was really rotted out. And then at that point it was financeable. And in this neighborhood, you're not going to get a whole lot of money back for doing a lot of repairs. So we just threw it right back on the market for $300,000 and ended up selling it like that. And we ended up getting a $50,000 profit between me and my partner to split. So pretty cool. All right, so today we went through and checked out multiple of our flip projects. Yeah. You just never know what you're gonna find here in Modesto. So that's it for today's episode. Today we went through all of the flip projects. Hopefully you guys found today's episode useful and informative on how to invest into real estate or investing tools. If you like that content, feel free to click the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Peace.